What if I told you that in 1975, when I was 22 years old, I disappeared deep into the Amazon rainforest, and there was a real chance I wasn't coming back. No maps, no satellite phone, no rescue team waiting nearby, just jungle, and what happened out there changed me for the rest of my life. This is a story I've never shared publicly, until now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we uncover stories most people never hear about. Today, we're going back to 1975. I was young, broke, impulsive, and way too confident for my own good. Somehow, I joined an expedition so unofficial that technically, it never existed. This wasn't a guided jungle tour. We were heading into remote territory that barely showed up on maps. And stay with me until the end, because the last part of the story still bothers me to this day. Back in '75, I was staying in Manaus, Brazil. That's where I met a man named Roberto. He claimed he'd spent years working as a rubber tapper deep in the rainforest. One night, he told me about a hidden tributary. According to him, no official map had ever documented it properly. He offered me a spot on his boat for $300 with one condition: no questions, and no talking about it afterward. So of course I said yes. We left around 3 a.m. with 4 other men. 2 locals, a German photographer carrying far too much expensive camera gear, and one quiet American who never gave us his real name. For the first few days, it felt incredible. Monkeys crashed through the trees overhead. Pink river dolphins surfaced beside the boat. Some trees were so massive they blocked out the sun completely. It felt untouched. But on the 4th day, everything changed. The river narrowed. The jungle closed in around us like walls. And Roberto started getting nervous. He kept saying the forest was watching us. At night, we heard drums echoing through the trees. Slow, rhythmic, far away at first, then closer every night. Not celebration drums.
Warnings. On the 6th night, our camp was raided, not by animals. By people. I woke up with a spear stuck in the ground inches from my head, and these weren't the kinds of tribes you see smiling for cameras in documentaries. They looked at us like intruders. Maybe worse. They took our food. Our weapons. The cameras, but strangely, they left us alive. At least most of us did. 2 days later, we found what was left of the German photographer. After that, Roberto wanted to turn back immediately, but I didn't. I know how stupid that sounds now, but at the time I felt convinced we were close to something important. So we abandoned the boat and continued on foot, just machetes, soaked clothes, and bad decisions. Somewhere near what I believe was the Peru-Brazil border, we found a massive stone structure hidden beneath the jungle canopy, and I'm telling you now, this wasn't some simple ruin. The stones were enormous. Perfectly cut. Covered in vines so thick it looked like the jungle itself was trying to bury the place forever, but what really shook me were the symbols carved into the walls. They didn't resemble anything I expected to see in the Amazon. Some looked almost Egyptian. Or maybe something even older. That's when the American finally spoke. For days, he barely said a word. But standing in front of those ruins, he suddenly told us the US government already knew this place existed. According to him, they weren't searching for treasure, they were searching for plants, rare plants that could change medicine forever, or become dangerous in the wrong hands. Lean slightly toward camera. That night, we met the people living near the ruins. They called themselves something that sounded like the Keepers. They offered us a drink. Thick. Bitter. Dark green. A few minutes after drinking it, everything changed. I saw the jungle breathing, not metaphorically. I mean literally pulsing around me in ways I still can't explain. Time stopped feeling normal.
I saw flashes of the forest before humans existed, and visions of it long after we're gone. And before anyone says it, no, I wasn't knowingly taking drugs. At least not intentionally. The next morning, everything fell apart. The tribe turned hostile. Roberto was hit in the neck with a poison dart. The American disappeared into the jungle without a trace. And me, I ran. For 3 straight days. No food. Barely any water. Just a canteen and a notebook stuffed into my bag. I still have that notebook today. And the strangest part is that the final pages contain drawings and symbols I genuinely don't remember making. Eventually, I stumbled onto a riverbank where a group of illegal loggers found me. Later, they told me they thought I was already dead. I'd lost nearly 40 pounds. My body was covered in bites and infections. I could barely speak coherent English anymore. When I finally made it back to civilization, authorities questioned me for days. But officially, Roberto was listed as missing, and the expedition itself never appeared in any records. People always ask if I'd ever go back. No, absolutely not. The Amazon in the 1970s wasn't just wilderness. Felt aware, like the jungle itself decided who belonged there and who didn't. And honestly, I think part of me never fully left that place. But I also think the jungle took something from me too. If you want part 2, where I show the actual notebook pages and explain what happened when experts analyzed the symbols, hit the like button and leave a comment. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week I'm uploading the old audio recording I captured during that expedition in 1975. Thanks for watching.